This is the Audi S7 3-litre diesel, one of the most controversial and, to be blunt, badly received performance cars ever made. Yes, this is one of those strange cars, much like the VW Phaeton and the Bugatti Veyron, where Volkswagen's engineers went out on a Saturday night, had way too many nose beers, and came back on the Monday morning and cooked up something utterly mental. Context is everything. Around 5 years ago, when this thing came to market, Volkswagen had barely recovered from Dieselgate. In response to that then, as a group, what they did was focus on some terrible washing machines like the ID.3. However, Audi's German engineers refused to play ball, and so they took the decision to rip out the 4-litre V8 petrol engine from the old S7 and replace it with what's under here, a less powerful 344 horsepower bi-turbo V6 diesel. It made this thing slower, heavier, and well, less appealing to petrol heads. However, in hindsight, I think I'm one of the few car nerds that think it was a good decision. It's also fabulous to look at. The first generation A7 was a glorious looking car. Even now at like 15 years old, the early S-Line models still look absolutely amazing. And the second gen is a case of evolution rather than revolution, but that's no problem because, I mean, look how nice it is, although it is genuinely longer than the house I grew up in. It's also got that nice kind of swoopy look, a bit like the first gen A7, and I really like this light bar, which can do about 1,000 different tricks, although you might notice quad exit black exhausts, which unfortunately are fake and just plastic holes, because the actual exhausts are there. I'm not being funny, that is really naff. And then there's the interior, where things are also a big improvement over the basic A6 S-Line I tried the other week. It does have some downsides. For example, the screens endlessly just, you see your fingerprints on them and they look pretty horrible, and also some of the plastics, like, come on. But the leather on the top of the dash is nice, and the overall design is very smart. If you are an Albanian warlord, you'll also be delighted to know that the A7 has a massive hatch. Because it kind of hinges up from the top, much like an old Vauxhall Insignia, there's space in here for probably 4 bodies. It's an excellent daily driver. It's comfortable, it's quick, it's fuel efficient at 35 mpg, and it just feels solid. It's one of the best cars I've driven from the last 5 years. I like it a lot. Well done, Audi.